Yes, I watched the media encounter. As a catch-up program slightly, and I've read the various comments people have made. And I remember about the 120 day celebration they had, about some of the achievement they have made. I was invited at GH1 to make a comment about it. So I passed a comment that when it comes to galamsey, we are dealing with a corn government. And a lot of my NDC friends called me to say that I was too harsh. And I will still repeat those particular comments. We are dealing with a corn government as far as galamsey is concerned. And the gay bill, he didn't address it. Why do I say we are dealing with a corn government? You see, galamsey didn't start today. But when I got engaged with this debate about it on TV, I made a research about it. And apparently it even started before independence. And that the word galamsey simply means gather and sell. So after so many years of usage, then we got the word galamsey. That was according to where I read, where the name comes from. So the problem had always been with us for a very long period. And I saw how during Professor Atamel's time, it was an issue. And we tried to deal with it. President Mahama inherited it from Professor Atamel's. It was an issue. President Akufo-Addo inherited it. It was an issue. So this points to a collective failure to address it. And there was a need for us to approach it as a national issue. But leading up to the election, the NDC marketed it to the Ghanaians as Akufo-Addo problem. I remember allegations being made that President Akufo-Addo himself is doing galamsey at his backyard. It got to a point that organized labor had to go on strike, went on strike because of this. And they met President Akufo-Addo to do negotiations about this area. And among the negotiations, the outcome of the negotiations that led to the calling off of the strike was that the president promised them that, look, currently Parliament is on recess. And if Parliament comes back from recess, there is a LI dealing with licenses of mining in forest reserve. Parliament will be called upon to revoke it. And then, among other things about this state of emergency, the NDC themselves were calling for it, that there is a need for a state of emergency. I listened to Honorable Ablakwa here, pointing to the necessity for a state of emergency. The information minister, the communication minister, I listened to him calling for it. And they said we're facing a problem of ecocide, the equivalent of genocide when it comes to human. That it was a threat. I recognize it to be a massive issue. So they use all sorts of words to market it. And then your Ghanaians rightly agree with you. And then it was just like it was lack of political will to deal with the problem. So Ghanaians gave you power. And when it came to the 120 days, nothing valuable was said about it. But then when you were in opposition, you marketed it that all that the president needed to do was raise a magic hand and the problem will come to an end.